Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and their Golden State rivals to the north, the Oakland A's. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Your Oakland Athletics.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look now at how the A's will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Billy Burns covers all kinds of ground in the outfield. Got as much speed as anybody out there, and that allows him to make some ridiculous catches. He's a key asset on this defense.
We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun on the run. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
A good job there of making a two-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
He's set and the pitch. Chris Davis is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get. C.J. Cron makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2. Eric Timms strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And if you want to contain his bat, this is what you have to do. Work ahead in the count against him all game long.
Hard liner toward short, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for two. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That big 12-6 curveball will work like that. He'll start it out up in the zone and then lets it drop right down to the knees.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. He's got it one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Lambeau. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go.
Into the box now, Matt Olson. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Calhoun. And he makes the catch for the second out. Bo Taylor gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Good curveball, strike two.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Perez is after it, and that ends the inning. Ray Navarro steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Chris Davis will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number 2, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ellsbury waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Eric Timms strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
First delivery to him on the way. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Ellsbury. And it's gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Oh, and here comes the long ball again to fight him. The second one he's allowed here in the first 2 2/3. I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing right now, the third one might send him to the showers.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. In now, Isaac Farrar as he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the A's 5, and the Angels nothing. Here's the first pitch to him. Choi is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. A quick out number 1. Settling in now, C.J. Cron. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Showtrack, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the one pitch that's out of the strike zone.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
Now batting.
Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is the way he drew it up in his head when he woke up this morning.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Angels. Chris Davis will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Calhoun. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Eric Timms will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ellsbury is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 3.
Isaac Farrar will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Ellsbury is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Carlos Perez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Ground ball left side. Reined in. One there. Return throw gets the speedy Ellsbury. It's a double play.
And that's a huge double play there from a pitcher's point of view. You've got a run in against you already. You're still in trouble with 2 on and nobody out. But now you can at least take a breath out there and try to work out of this with just 1 run scoring.
Brett Gardner is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. High pop-up. Semien will put this one away, and the side is retired. Andrew Lambeau will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Matt Olson will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
up next for Oakland,
Bo Taylor will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. Calhoun is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Choi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Jerry Blevins will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jerry Blevins.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike one, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Ready on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Hit hard to short. Taken in by Semien. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Athletics are challenging.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. C.J. Cron will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hit to short. Semien's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Cole Calhoun will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Well, 2-0 now. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner. Number 16 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far.
Well, he's had a rough one at the plate in this one, guys, but here's another opportunity to get something going.
Junichi Tazawa will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Burns on the run. And the inning is over. Angels leave 1, and the deficit remains. Corey Rasmus is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Billy Burns gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop.
Marcus Semien steps in. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Semien is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Danny Valencia ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Chris Davis will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calhoun giving chase, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area, we're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Striding in to start the 9th, Carlos Perez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now pitching for the A's, number 40.
A 9th inning save situation is at hand, so on to shut the door, the closer, Joaquin Soria. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Tapped out in front of home. Taylor is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman number 13.
Kyle Kubica will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And he misses ball 4.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Striding into the box, Ray Navarro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Olsen on the move, and they can't run it down. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Pulled toward right center field. Burns is after it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Celebration time here in Oakland as their closer gets the final 3 outs to secure an A's victory.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.